If you are looking at the close today, you could conclude, oh no, Tesla is down 28 cents. No, Tesla is pausing on its support. This is perfectly normal. This is perfectly great. Tesla is down 28 cents, down 0.11%, closed at 256.90. Post-market, we are down by 12 cents. So let's take a look at what we have here on the chart. It's nice to have the close for a particular day. So we closed today at 256.90. This close is interesting, and the delta between today's close and yesterday's close is interesting. But what's more interesting is the pattern the stock is in. The stock prices are doing patterns, and it's the patterns that are really important. If we could buy without looking at the numbers, it would be even better. We could buy, okay, I'm going to buy when we break this support right here. I'm going to buy right here because it broke support. I don't care what that price is. I just care that the stock is going higher significantly. And I care that it was blocked at some point in time because people did not want to get in. And yesterday, people wanted to get in. Something changed. And this is a continuation of this bullish trend that really started August 18. This was a big move yesterday for Tesla. This is not the size of the move that made me say that Tesla is a technical buy. If Tesla had just made a very small candle and had closed, let's say at 244.36, I would still have said the same thing. It's not the size of the candle that made me say, oh, it's a buy. This is fear of missing out. This is not fear of missing out. We closed above 240.89. Again, if it had been a close at 242, it still would have been a buy. I just wanted to make this clear. So yes, a big move yesterday, and we are reaching the resistance side of the bullish channel. This is the bullish channel. What does a stock do in a bullish channel? It goes from the support to the resistance to the support to the resistance. And now it should go and reach support. It would be perfectly normal for Tesla to even go down here and then bounce up. This is the expected behavior. Anything between the buyer support right here and the seller resistance right here is fair game. If it breaks outside of that, then we need to reassess and say, okay, this bullish channel, which is a pattern, is no longer relevant. And we are going to adjust our decision when this happens, but we should be expecting that it continues because trends tend to continue and they continue for a long time. Tesla has been in a bullish trend since the beginning of the year. Look at this. Beginning of the year. Here, we did not go as low. Tesla was stronger right here, August 18. It should have come down to the support and bounced, and it bounced before support. So this is an indication that there is strength in that stock. Trends last a long time, This one was over a year. This one right here was 2 years long. So trends tend to last a long time. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart to understand a little bit more what happened today. We have a horizontal support at 255.23. If we look at where we closed yesterday, we closed just above 255.23. We closed before the last hour and on the last hour. And today, we opened a little bit lower. And we touched the upper resistance of our bullish channel, right here. And we bounced on it and we broke 255.23 quite strongly. Look at this big candle. And then we came back down for 2 hours and we are closing right above it. So Tesla is maintaining itself quite well, even if we had this big green candle that we had yesterday. So we are still above 255.23. So we are pretty much even Steven to where we were yesterday. And in terms of the indicators, all of our technical indicators are showing bullish also. Let's go back on the daily chart. Let's look at our technical indicators on the daily chart. So we still have a good stochastic. Stochastic improved a little bit, so we needed it over 60, and this is what we got yesterday. And right now it's at 84, almost at 85. We had the MACD breakover. We have the green line above the red line. This is good. RSI is also above 50, and we have the MI2. So, this is great. The next resistance that we might be slowing down for, like we did with this 255.23, is 265.32. This is the next resistance that we might see a little bit of a slowdown, maybe for a day or two. But of course, if at any point in time we start breaking this buyer support line, then we are going to reconsider. But while we are above this line, we are going to assume that we are continuing. And sometimes a stock will continue even higher than the seller resistance. So this can happen. We could see an acceleration of the trend. I don't know if this will happen. Nobody knows if it is going to happen, but we will see it if it happens, that it starts to go higher and higher. So a great day today. It's just a consolidation day after the big move that we had yesterday. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. Tesla Autopilot's Elon mode draws attention from regulators. So Tesla's Autopilot's Elon mode, which is not really what it is called, is drawing attention from regulators because it enables fewer driver monitoring alerts. So recently, NHTSA became aware that Tesla has introduced an autopilot configuration that, when enabled, allows drivers using autopilot to operate their vehicles for extended periods of time without autopilot prompting the driver to apply torque to the steering wheel. NHTSA is concerned that this feature was introduced to consumer vehicles, and now that the existence of this feature is known to the public, more drivers may attempt to activate it. I can understand this. NHTSA does not want people to just fall asleep at the wheel, and this is why this feature was created in the first place. But now also Tesla has some in-car cameras that could decipher if you're falling asleep while driving or not paying attention. Most likely, NHTSA is going to be contacting Tesla to see what is all about with this mode. Also, in other news, Tesla expands supercharger access for non-Tesla EVs in Australia. So EV owners simply need to download the Tesla app and add a payment method to use the superchargers. They can also pay a $10 per month membership fee to get lower kilowatt-hour costs at the charging stations. This is fantastic. Tesla is expanding the utilization of their supercharger network. Let's take a look at the VIX. So when the VIX is going down, the stock market is going up. So the VIX is down today also. So we are down 0.59. That's 4.08%. Close at 1385. So we are really going down here. This is helping us. This has helped Tesla yesterday. We have broken below 1485 right here, which was a support. And stochastic is below 60. It's at 0.79. So this is really low. So we could be expecting further move down for the VIX. Rivian, after the nice day we had yesterday, we had a nice day. We have broken 2212. And before entering into a stock, we like it when it breaks a horizontal resistance, which is what it did yesterday. But we also like to have stochastic over 60 because a candle does not make a trend. We need to have a couple of days of a move up, and this is basically what stochastic is measuring for us. And right now, it's not measuring it. So entering yesterday or this morning was and is a little bit risky. We have stochastic a little bit higher. We have it at 45 and Rivian is up 57 cents, 2.55%, closed at 22.88. So Rivian is moving higher and higher. We are waiting for that stochastic again because we could be getting stuck between the congestion zone that we are in between 2016 and 2359. Yes, there's a smaller congestion zone that we have crossed. This was a buy signal in itself, but this is a bigger one, and this is, I would call it the main one. So if we break 2359, we should be getting stochastic over 60, and that's a bigger congestion zone that has been in play for a longer amount of time. When we break any resistance that has been in play for a longer amount of time, we should be expecting a bigger move from the stock. Xpeng is maintaining itself very well. Again, this close at 1888, down 26 cents, is not giving us the real picture because we are just going sideways right here. We are just going sideways. We have a green candle and we are still above 1812. Nothing to see here. This is perfectly normal. We have touched yesterday the resistance sign of the bullish channel, and we could be expecting the stock to come back to the support side. We could be getting back to the support side like this. We could be getting back to the support side like this. This would not be our preferred way, but we could be going on this other side also by touching the resistance side for a longer time before reaching on the other side. Everything that is happening right now is just par for the course. NEO is down 22 cents, 2.02%, closed at 1067. Again, this is just going sideways. We are still above 1021. Unless we are breaking 1021, this would be a sell. Unless we are breaking 1131, this would be considered a buy with a good stochastic. We have nothing to do but just watch. VinFast is only down 10% today. What's happening? It's down 4.98, closed at 41.27. Post-market, we seem to be up a little bit. So yes, we are continuing down, but we are slowing down a little bit. And lo and behold, look at this here. We have a top right here in terms of the wick. We have a top right here in terms of the body of the candle. This is the body. This is the wick. We have a top here. We have a low here. We have a low here. Isn't this funny how things seem to line up pretty good? It's not funny. It's not funny. This is a real thing. The moves in the stock market are not completely random. Short term, they are a little bit random, but if you zoom out a little bit, you see clear patterns. Palantir is climbing above 16 bucks. Palantir is up 93 cents, 6.04%, closed at 16.33. Above 16 would be a break of resistance. This is what we got. We don't have stochastic over 60 yet. There's a little bit of risk here. You can still enter in there and it might still work. And I think I'm going to get back in also tomorrow because of what happened today. So I'm going to identify this as a potential buy tomorrow. Nvidia, we are still above our bullish support right here. This is the bullish support. And we were stopped at 479.22 for over a week. We broke it yesterday. This was the buy signal. It was not as big a candle as Tesla had, but we don't care that much. Right now, we are maintaining ourselves above our buyer support. We are up $4.80, 0.98%, close at 492.64. This is great. Let's take a look at our stock indices a little bit. So QQQ is continuing its way up. We are up 0.56%. Look at stochastic at 90. Lots of strength in QQQ. We are getting close to breaking our downward channel right here. In fact, we stop right there. This is perfection, my friend. This is perfection. We stop right at our resistance. And look at the bottom here, pretty much smack on our support. These lines mean something. Dow Jones 0.11%. So Dow Jones is showing us a little bit of exhaustion. When we have a longer wick at the top and no wick at the bottom, then it means that the sellers won that round towards the end of the day. Stochastic is at 55. So we are really getting stopped at 35.112 so far. SPX is continuing up 0.38%. Stochastic at 83. This is great. Nasdaq Composite up 0.54%. So we just closed above a previous horizontal resistance right here. This is now support. And we are getting close to our downward bearish resistance. US bonds are pretty much even Steven. We are up just 0.05%. So this is helping the stock market too. Physical gold, now we are seeing an exhaustion right here. We had a big candle yesterday and we tried to go higher. We have gone 1 cent higher in terms of the close. And now we have this long wick at the top and a red candle. So most likely we are going to come back a little bit. That's just a regular pullback. Let me draw the channel. This is where the channel is. It's just a regular pullback until it breaks the support I just drew. Silver is pulling back at 841. That's down 0.94%. This is another perfect touch. So we are just right smack on 841, our support. Let's hope that it keeps it. If you entered today because of yesterday's candle and it breaks 841, myself, I would be tempted to just get out and wait until it breaks it for good again. Bitcoin is down 1.65%, so we are back into our downward channel, and we are just pausing a little bit. Ripple is just going sideways, nothing to see here. We are down 2.2%. USDX, we are down 0.28%. Look at the body right here, pretty much smack on 103.203. It's possible that we bounce back up. This is what we have done intraday. When you have a wick right here, and then you have an alignment of the body of the candle on the support, it means that when you go on the 1 hour chart, that we came outside of the support and came pretty much back in. So in summary, Tesla is only pausing after the big move it had yesterday. Nothing to fear. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.